In this lesson, we're going to look at how to solve systems of equations using the substitution method. Now, there are two common methods for solving systems, and we're going to look at both. And this is the substitution, and in the next lesson, we'll look at the addition method. So, I'm going to go ahead and give you the steps for solving by substitution. And the first step is solve one of your equations for one of your variables. You'll have two equations, each with an x and a y, and you'll solve one of your equations for one of your variables. And the way you'll know which one to choose is you're going to look for one that has a coefficient of 1, and that's the best one to choose. And if there are two of those, then it doesn't matter which you use. Now, step 2 is substitute the expression you get for that variable into the other equation. And now you will have one equation with one variable. And the next step is solve the equation that has that one variable and plug that answer back into the other equation to find the other variable. Your solution will be the xy pair that you come up with. So let's get started. For our first example, we will solve the system using substitution. 5x minus 4y equals 9 and x minus 2y equals negative 3. So if you look at our four terms here, our four variable terms, the one that has a coefficient of 1 is this one. The x in the second equation has a coefficient of 1, so it will be pretty easy to solve this equation for x. All we have to do is move the negative 2y to the other side of the equal mark. So if I take the negative 2y and add it to both sides, then I'll have x equals 2y minus 3. Now I have an expression that I can substitute for x. So I go to the other equation and substitute 2y minus 3 in the place of x. So it used to say 5x, now it says 5 times 2y minus 3, then minus 4y equals 9. Okay, distribute your 5. 5 times 2y gives us 10y. 5 times negative 3 gives us negative 15. And then we have our minus 4y equals 9. This equation only contains one variable, so now we can say 10y minus 4y is 6y. Add 15 to both sides, 6y equals 24, so y equals 4. Now I'm halfway there. I can use this 4 in my solved equation and find out what x is. So we substitute y equals 4 into the equation x equals 2y minus 3, and we get 2 times 4 minus 3, and so that gives us 8 minus 3, which is 5. So the solution is 5, 4. Now it's very tempting to put the 4 first because that's the one we found first, but really this is an ordered pair, so the 5 needs to come first, that's the x, and the 4 needs to come second because that's the y. Now let's look at another one together. Sometimes one of your equations will already be solved for one variable or the other, and in that case all you have to do is substitute right away. So in this example we will solve 2x minus 3y equals negative 13 and y equals 2x plus 7. So see how my second equation is already solved for y? So I don't have to do any solving of my own. All I have to do is substitute 2x plus 7 in the place of y. So 2x minus 3 times this expression equals negative 13. Let's distribute the 3. We'll get 2x minus 6x minus 21 equals negative 13. We'll combine the like terms here and add 21 to both sides. 21 minus 13 is 8. Divide both sides by -4 and we get x equals -2. Now take your x and plug it into the solved equation. So we'll get 2 times -2 plus 7, which gives us -4 plus 7, which is 3. Now, the solution is -2, 3.